Welcome back to the arena, everyone, for match 3. And my word, if any other team was faced with that list of bans, they would struggle to put together some kind of coherent team comp. But HYDRA have done it. The particularly astute amongst you might recognize this as the same thing they brought earlier, but with Scorpion Navy issues in place of golems. So this is going to be presumably a triple Scorpion Navy issue Tinker, backed up with the 2 Kirins, the Moa, the Raptor, and 2 Skybreakers. Bart, what about Volta?
Well, Volta has brought something that they've been fantastic with piloting for this entire tournament with their kind of Nighthawk kiting setup. They do have a big Bargist here, which is the flagship, but I don't know. They've they've lost to this Tinker before, but maybe the flagship will be the difference.
Yeah, they've been sort of apprehensive about fielding their flagship so far. I don't think we've seen too many, if at all, flagship comps from Volta, but they finally said this is our backs against the wall. This is our final chance at taking down HYDRA, at least for one game of these 5. So they have said this is the time to bring out the flag bar guest.
Yeah, and HYDRA is doing pretty much the same tactic as last time, going straight on to Planet Six's Basilisk. We'll see. It looks like it's taking a lot of damage, but there hasn't been any boosting yet. The Moa on the HYDRA Reloaded side is also being hit quite hard, but as we've seen before, nothing really matters on the HYDRA team besides those Navy Scorpions. So we're going to see what happens here.
Yeah, and they've taken down that Moa to start with, which is a bit of an unusual choice. Maybe he was sort of remote guidance computers, that sort of thing, to buff the application of the cruise missiles on the Scorpion navies. But yeah, he's gone down pretty quickly, and the Kirin, the first Kirin of General Hungary, is followed pretty quickly as well. So they're trying to headshot this Logi. And Planet 6 is still holding for the time being. He is cycling his ASB, I believe. So obviously this can't go on forever, but he's still holding for the time being. But these Scorpion Navy issues, cruise fit can just sort of hit anywhere in the arena. There's not really a huge amount of that you can do to mitigate them or try and outmaneuver them or outposition them. These cruise missiles are going to hit you anyway, so you have to just sort of whittle through and get progress done and outpace the damage that the cruise missiles can do to you.
Yeah, it's really rough. We saw Darkrai and the Raptor rush in and web down Planet 6 just for a little bit, just to help with that application for a tiny bit. And I mean, any little bit helps here. It's such a slow burn, and I think Planet 6 is going to go down. That ancillary is down, and again, we're in the same spot. HYDRA, entire core still up. The Navy Scorpions are up. The Nighthawks up. Volta, yeah, they're only down 1 Basilisk, but we have seen how absolutely disgusting this Tinker setup is, and I don't know if Volta really is prepared to counter it.
Yeah, we saw this before. They've killed all of the small end of HYDRA, but HYDRA happily sat here and won with their 3 golems and Nighthawk before this Tinker setup, just cycling the ASB on the Nighthawk. They really didn't care about losing these other 6 ships in the comp, and all the while, as you shoot these ships and you try and break something, and you struggle so hard, but all the time the cruise missiles are applying, and you're going to lose something. This first Nighthawk of Thoront is going to go down, and I don't know. I mean, if they have enough DPS at this point to break the Nighthawk, they need to do it quickly. Are they switching onto Dexter? Maybe they're going to try the Scorpion Navy issue this time, but if they lose enough damage, they just won't be able to break him, and the Tinker will sustain forever.
Well, Volta has realized that there's only one possible solution to this, and they are ramming their flag bargist straight into the ball, trying to break apart this Tinker. Amazing bump. Knocks every single Scorpion Navy issue
Wow.
and the Nighthawk away from each other.
Wow,
That's about as
absolute
perfect as you
bowling
can get.
ball. Absolute bowling ball by Annie Gardet. Scatters the pins. Absolute strike.
Yeah,
Wonderful.
that's huge. I think they might need to get one more, but that does break the cap chain, and that's going to be the difference. Another bump on Dex. Dex is getting pushed out of the ability to remote cap transfer. There's only one going on him now, and that is going to mean that he will not be able to sustain the reps. However, rapid heavy missile launchers are probably on reload right now, and it might be too little, too late. Like I think they had to do this from minute 1, and they just did not do it.
Yeah, and this Bargest is still keeping Dexter bumped off. So yeah, he's out of range, and I don't think these other Scorps have props at all. They are no prop Scorpion Navies. Annie got it now bumping Nick off in the other direction as well. So these Scorpion Navies are definitely split up here, and they have no real way to get back towards each other. That's a huge bump. 7 times speed the other direction. He's got 110 speed on his own, and then he bumps 700 meters going the other way.
No, this is fantastic battleship piloting on Annie Gardet's spot, but again, I don't know if it is too little, too late. We will see. Volta's down to a Bargist, a Nighthawk, and 3 Jackdaws of DPS. Dex is taking a ton of DPS here. I'm guessing he's probably cat dry, most likely going to go down here. That bump was massive, but look at the damage is still being pumped out by HYDRA. You can't stop it. You can only slow it down.
Yeah, and even after they kill this, they're still going to have the 2 Scorpion Navy issues left. They're not even a third of the way done with this tactic. And they're all the time, this second Nighthawk control freak now going into low shield. They've obviously not got any Logi left. And he's being whittled down not whittled, he's taking huge chunks as he goes into hull. And they're only
Yeah,
going to
and
have
so
the 3 Jackdaws left and the Barghest for damage. And it's, Scorpion Navy issues and Nighthawks. These things are behemoths in terms of tank.
yeah, and there's not a lot of neuting power either to sort of stop it. Like they still have a ton of ability to self-rep even without the cap transfers. Not sure if they're ancillary fit or not. We'll find out after the match. But I'm not gonna lie. Maybe Volta needed to go with the Chad Rocket Jackdaw for the DPS here instead of these light missile ones. I have no idea. They had to get something going, but that amazing bumps, like fantastic play, really, really smart. I don't know if this flag Bargus is going to really be able to solo it. Hydra's made the smart choice and is taking out these Jackdaws because they know they can drop them really, really quickly here.
Yeah, and this is, of course, also a rapid heavy missile Barghest, which is not ideal for killing these extremely tanky battleships. If it was a Torp Barghest, maybe it'd be a little bit more better for this specific situation, but as it looks right now, I don't think they're going to be able to do it. I don't think they're going to be able to kill these 2 Scorpion Navy issues and Nighthawks. It has been fantastic work by Annie Gardet. He's done an absolutely impeccable job of bumping these Scorpion Navy issues, but I just don't think it's enough. I think that inherent hull HP, just the sheer tankiness of these hulls, is going to be too much for them to handle.
Another fantastic bump on his part, just keeping them apart as much as possible. I'm kind of wondering if they might be able to bring it down. We still have 4 minutes left, and the flag Bargus does do insane amounts of DPS, but I'm wondering if maybe there's going to be a point here where the correct move is just to save your flag Bargus. We'll see though. This is the final. Like if they lose this, if Volta loses this, they're done. And
Yeah.
Hydra wins. And we
But how
can't
can
let
he
that
save
happen.
it? How can he save it? This is effectively a 1v3 now for Annie Gardet. The Vigil and the Hyena doing nothing. I mean, these are no prop but Scorpion Navy issues. They don't care about webs. The paints are helping maybe a little bit, but it's heavy missiles against battleships. Those 2 ships are basically pointless. It is 2 battleships, 2 Scorpion Navy issues, and a Nighthawk effectively just against this flag Barghest. And I don't think that's a 1v3 he can win. But as you say, how can he save the flagship? If they're cruise Scorpion Navies, they can hit him anywhere.
Well, you know what's also super wild about this? If Hydra takes down the Vigil, the Bargist will have to kill every single ship on field because the Bargist is 20 points and the Navy Scorpions are 21 points. This is just like totally wild here, but yeah, there's just no damage coming out. Again, he's bumping, but I don't know. I think that maybe you should try an MJD away from missiles or something. Like save your multi-bazillion-isk flagship here.
Yeah, but he is spamming the Nighthawk. He's still sort of going on the offensive here. I don't know if this is panic mode or sheer desperation, but at this point it's looking really, really dire for Volta. I really don't think there's a way they can win this. And yeah, the self-preservation play is going to be to save this Barghest, to do what you can, get it out of harm's way, and keep those modules, or else, God forbid, they will go straight into Hydra's war chest for next time and make their own Barghest even tankier, even stronger.
Oh,
I don't know. I mean, the Hydra ultimate warship could already be the optimum, most incredible, powerful warship that's ever been fielded in EVE Online. It may not have the potential to get any stronger. It might be the strongest possible. But for Volta, you still want to save your own modules. Of course you do.
Yeah, just absolutely wild. Like just from seeing the tank here, unless somebody horribly messes up, which it's pretty hard to boundary when you don't have a prop mod. I'm pretty sure that there's absolutely no way of Volta pulling this off. It does look like Annie has decided that the correct move was to start running away and is either burning towards the boundary or just burning towards an MJD. We will see in a little bit. It does look like they're tanking pretty well. I think that that flag Bargus is still quite strong and difficult to take down. So might survive.
Yeah,
It sucks to say that that's what we're caring about is like, will the flag Bargus survive when they lose the match? But hey, it is what it is.
It might, but he's going into low shields now. I'm not sure how long he can hold this up. To be honest, he's going into about 20%, and then it's going to be just the Vigil left. Obviously, it's going to be the end of the line here for Volta, and it's going to be a victory for Hydra Reloaded. For the past couple of years, always the bridesmaid, never the bride, but they are finally going to have their chance to walk down the aisle here and claim first place in Alliance Tournament 17.
Oh man, and it's rough. Volta did beat them in the winners bracket finals, but when it came down to it and when it actually mattered, Volta got 3-0'd. Make sure you hear that, Ithaca. Volta got 3-0'd.
Yeah, I suspect this is going to be a very upset Ithaca and a very smug Misty on the desk after this, because this is a show of absolute dominance by Hydra, even with 15 ships banned. 15. Do you have any idea how difficult it is to craft a comp when you've got that kind of restriction on you? And they manage to do it. They pull it out. They come out with this comp and they slap Volta 3-0 comprehensively, commandingly, decisively.
Yeah, it does look like I don't know. I think Annie might actually survive this. It's getting pretty tight here. Finally starting to bleed armor. Regardless of what happens, because they have no prop ships, they will not be able to collect the loot if Annie does go down. But at least, if Annie survives, that's a bit of a consolation prize. At least it won't be a massive flagship loss as well as everything else. All the GFs and GGs are going out in local, as well as all sorts of other fun and exciting things. Horrible Dota quotes. Just fantastic showing all around from Hydra.
Yeah, not to be too down on V0LTA, of course. It looks like they're going to keep this flag Bargus. It's going to live for another day. And yeah, second place, obviously a fantastic performance for them as well. And yeah, this is all from us in the arena. I've been the Basilisk. He's been Black Bart Pirate. Thank you so much, everyone, for watching.
The curse is broken. Hey, Hydra.